Hello everyone, this is Johannes and you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And welcome back to Going Solo, the brand new solo project that I am doing to see if I can go from somebody who doesn't like to play solo games to somebody who might enjoy them. That's kind of my challenge to myself, trying to play solo games each month, and I'm going to talk to you at the end of each month or the beginning of a month about the games I played, about my experience with solo gaming so far, and maybe to see if things will evolve over time. I know a lot of you are playing solo, so please let me know if any of these games are interesting or what you think I should go for next. I'm going to talk a bit about the feelings I had towards solo gaming this month. When I started this project, like right after filming the last video, I was super excited. I went up, I was sitting down to read the rules to Final Girl, and it was 28 pages long. I was like, I don't want to do that, so I ended up playing something else instead because that was the game I was like, oh, I'm going to play that. And spoiler alert, I haven't played it yet, so it's still like that barrier. I know Rodney has a video about it, so I'm going to go and check that out when I have the time. It's been kind of hard for me to prioritize playing solo games this month. It's still a new thing for me, and it's still a thing that I need to it takes brain power to play these games, to sit down and do that in a different way than it takes to play a multiplayer game, just because it's a different kind of experience. And right now also I've gotten like heavy into playing video games, and I have a couple of hours here and there. So when combating for me with video games, as of now, it feels more like work to sit down and play a solo game than it does to sit down and play a video game, because I'm used to it, because it's just giving me the story, it's giving me the action. I don't have to work that hard and use my brain. So it's it's the same kind of time slots that I have a time to play solo game that I have time to play video games, and one of them feels more like I'm doing it for the show, and I'm happy about that. But it's like right now, and I'm going up and down. Like sometimes I don't play video games for months, but right now I'm like in that video game style of my mind wants to play video games, so it might be harder for a little while to get these solo games played. Next month I'm going to try to play, like this month you will see the games are mostly smaller games, easier games, short games. Next month I want to try like one bigger game, and you know, it's not going to be like a Lacerda or something like that. I'm thinking maybe Final Girl, maybe Cascadia, I heard is good, like a little step up from what I played this month. So if you have any recommendation for that after seeing the games, then please let me know. So let's just do some stats, and then I'm going to talk about all the different games that I played. I played 7 different games solo, and I played 25 times, which is quite a bit, but it's also, some of these are very short. And you can play them like many times in a row, and they're kind of addictive. So that's that. So let's go into the games. I'm going to talk about them in the order that I played them. And let's go. The first one is going to be Under Falling Skies. I actually played 8 games. I see on the list, just forgot to bring one of them. Yes, so just one of them is not here. I'm going to pretend to hold it soon. Under Falling Skies. This is one that I was very excited for because it's a solo-only game. One that I had not had any time to play, like any chance to play before. And I really enjoyed it. I only played the base game, didn't go into the campaign. I might do it. I enjoy experiencing different things. So I don't think I'm gonna go like I'm gonna play this 20 times. I liked it. I enjoy it's a pure dice placement puzzle. I enjoy puzzles. I enjoy dice placement. I like the manipulation. I liked the trying to place them in the different rows and doing the best you could. It was a fun one. This is one that I would like to play again. It would not be sad to play that one again. Next up is Grove, which I played quite a few times. It's the one I forgot to bring with me into the studio. Very short game. Like this is, like I said, if you watched the first video, you know the only solo games I played before was kind of the solitaire style games, and this one was one of them, and I enjoyed it. It's like a 5-minute game, but I liked the puzzle. I found myself not spending many minutes thinking about each decision. It was like, oh, I have this, oh, I can do this now, this is good, and seeing what happens, more than being like, okay, if I do this now, then afterwards I hope I get this card so I can do that. A fun one. Only played the basic version of it, but it was a fun one, absolutely. Next up, I played Come Sail Away. This is one that we really enjoyed multiplayer, and I really enjoyed it solo as well. It is basically a Mancala game. Feels kind of like a roll and write. If you haven't played this, really recommend it. Super quick. It isn't like, it's a smaller game that looks by the box, but it takes like 20 minutes to play. Very, very fun. I really enjoy the puzzle of it. I think that puzzles is my kind of thing. Puzzles is a thing that my brain can enjoy. And this one is one that I really, really liked. You can go check out, or I think we did in a Keep or Cull episode to hear more about it, but it is one I really liked. Next up, a game that we actually called Imperial Miners. I wanted to try this solo as well, because it is a game that when you are playing it multiplayer, it's basically the same as playing it solo, like 100%, like there's no interaction. And I enjoyed it. I did play it twice, I think, and the second time I got like the biggest score possible in the solo chart. So the game is quite luck-based, depending on if you get the cards that you want or not. It's not one that, like, we have already called it, so it's not one that I want to play again. But I enjoyed the puzzle of this one as well. I liked playing it solo, and if I were to play it again, I would play it solo. Next up, I played this little game called For Northwood with a very nice package. Really happy I got to borrow this from some friends. It is a solo trick-taking game. It's I only played the base, just to let you know that I didn't play like any of the, like, this campaign. It's like not campaign, but like very many different scenarios. Only played the basic game. I enjoyed it, but it was not one like this. Felt too much random. I know there's like abilities and stuff, and that was fun. Really enjoyed playing around with those, but it was not one that I played like 3-4 times, I think, and it's not one that I can see myself playing again. It was just fine. I know a lot of people like this, but for me it was not amazing. Next up, I have Siberian. Playing through different expansions for this. I've not played all of them yet, but it is one that I did enjoy. I'm just seeing there's something. Oh, it's not in the background. I was thinking it was something in the background, but it was there. That makes sense. I liked it. I don't think it's my favorite of the bunch. I have only played an Iron more than a couple of times. The other ones I have only played like once. This was good. I liked it. I enjoyed the puzzle. Sorry, I don't know how I like to explain what I liked. I do, because I review games. That's kind of what we do on the channel. I enjoyed it. It's kind of like a risk management. You are trying to... With many of these games, it's kind of like there's a lot of luck, and you are trying to manage that luck in a good way. The base game of this was very simple, but I was very... there's 5 expansions, I think, in the box. They have 5 expansions. And when you add a couple of those, the game is a lot harder, but also more fun. Like, there's more choices, and the choices feels more meaningful. And just like, oh, this is what I have. I'm going to do that, obviously, now. But it was one I enjoyed. Next up, we have Newsboys. This is the other one from Sashi and Sashi. Really like this one. I tried to call it, but soon I wanted to keep it because I played it 7 times in a row, and that made it feel, because it was so fun. I just like did it 7 times. Only like it's 20-minute game, maybe even shorter with a one player, like a solo game. Fun one. Really enjoyed my time with it. It was one that I would not be sad to play it again, but again, I don't know in this solo journey, like, and none of these games, like maybe a couple of them, are games I'm gonna be like, oh, I want to play this more solo. And this is more like a journey of playing different solo games. Maybe I will make like a top 5, top 10 solo games after a year. We will see. But Newsboys is one that I enjoyed. I'm gonna end up in another roll and write. I said in the last video, like, I might do a roll and write month, but now I'm feeling the roll and write games are cozy. They're very easy to get to the table, very nice to play. House of Cats, this is one I would like to play more, because I only played the 2 first levels solo now. I have played all of them multiplayer. Very fun game. It's a beat your own score, but I enjoyed this one quite a bit. It is a pretty standard roll and write game. It's from William Attia and Christian SP. I know Christian, just so you know that. But it's one that I liked, and this is one I would like to play again. So those are the games that I played. I'm thinking I'm also going to do a top 3 solo games I played this month. It's top 3 out of 8, so you know that. But these are the ones I was thinking like, these are things I might sit down and play again. And number 3 on that list is going to be House of Cats. I already spoke about Life and Life. House of Cats is a roll and write game. I already said that. But yeah, it's a fun one that I enjoyed, and one I wouldn't be sad to play again. Number 2 on the list is going to be Under Falling Skies. This is a very nice game. It's a solo-only puzzle. I really enjoyed my time with it. It wasn't too long. Didn't outstay its welcome. Easy to set up, easy to play. The rules are simple enough. Enjoyed playing this one and will not be sad to play it again. And then number 1 is going to be Come Sail Away. This is a really good game from this year. I played it quite a few times now, and it's not one I want to go back to soon because it's just kind of feeling the same every time, even though you have different buildings and different things that changes it up. But I really enjoyed it. So that's going to be it. Like, these are the solo games I played this month, a little bit about how it felt. We will see how much solo gaming there will be in December because there's so much stuff to do with work. But I will try to squeeze in some solo gaming here and there so we have a new episode at the end of December. Probably going to be first week of January because of all the end of year lists, the top lists and the awards and all of that. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. If you are still here and you enjoy this video solo, or if you enjoy whatever we do on the channel and you haven't done so yet, you can help us out in a very big way by giving us a victory point. And we get a victory point every time you click that subscribe button down there. So do that. It's free and it's fun for you and for me. And if you want to see all the videos we do or just want to know when they come, you can click the bell button to get notifications about new videos. And as always, like, comment, all the YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. I'm Johannes, and you've been watching Going Solo on Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.